2.
Come on, pirate.
Don't get your life on me.
Well, thank you for getting me ashore. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you get home safe. Just be on my way.
Not so fast! I'm to see you through to your lady or die trying. No goodbyes for us.
Really? You don't have to. I mean, it's gonna be a long journey, and I don't like you. And I know you don't like me, so we can just get over
Life's
it.
got nothing to do with it. I gave me word to the lady I love, and if I break it, she's as good as gone. No, you itch-infested wag-wallop! Like it or not, you and old Pelican Jake are stuck together till the journey's end or death do us part.
But Jake, Pelican Jake, I don't know how long this journey may be. I don't even know where I'm going.
Well, then we best get going then.
Jake, did you just hear me?
Silence! They're evil afoot. Fear not! I shall hold it back with the strength of 1,000 tampons!
What?
Blast it! Just shut up and prepare for battle!
The Dreamwriter looks about for a weapon but can't find anything. He gives up and raises his fists lamely.
Ah!
Mike the monkey! What in the world brings you here, you flea-bitten vermin? A new toy, you say? Oh, there'll always be a new toy with you. What? Eloise? You dragged her into your madcap adventures? Eloise, me heart, what drags you in with this mangy sot?
Jake, what is he doing?
Oh, he's just saying hello.
All right.
What's that? Me dearie? Are you sure?
What?
Well, she says she's glad to see you're all right.
I'm sorry. Do I know her?
Well, she says she knows you. She says she saw you a while back. She saw you fell for the fox's old tricks. Did he really?
She was there.
She says you didn't see her, but she saw you, and she's glad you're all right.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Hang on. I know that hat, but where did you find it? What's he saying?
I ain't your go-between, boy.
Pelican Jake, please.
All right. He says he found it hanging in a thorn bush, all torn and dirty. And he wants to know how much you'll pay for it.
What? No, that doesn't matter. Look, Jake, this hat belonged to the cat. The cat who was a fox. The fox who stole my map.
From the looks of that there hat, the little thief ain't had a good time of it.
No, it doesn't. Mike, where was this thorn bush?
He says he doesn't remember. Memory of a monkey, what can I say? you'll excuse her, she has some elephanting to do. Woo!
But this is only half the map.
Half of something is better than none at all.
Is it though? Is half a boat gonna get you where you need to go? Is half a horse gonna get you where you need to go? Can you float half a boat?
Oh, stop your sniveling and let's see where you got.
Well, what we've got is half a map, which is nothing at all.
Well, then let's be off. Yeah.
Be off? Be off where? We have no idea where we're going.
You are a hard one to stomach. Why all the winging? You annoy Pelican Jake, and Jake don't take well to being annoyed. Move it!
No! I am tired of traipsing around not knowing where I'm headed. I'm sorry if I annoy you, pirate, but that's it. I am not taking another directionless step.
Fine. You want your pretty little answers? I'll take you to one who can give them to you.
Fatty Mama's cave appears on stage. It is a lovely affair, full of odds and ends, beautiful shining brass and glittering glass. In the center of the lovely oddities sits Fatty Mama.
There you are, boys. I started to think I'd gotten the wrong day and I'd have to wait another sunset and sunrise to see your lovely faces. Pelican Jake, you know I don't like to be kept waiting. What kept you?
No. Fatty Mama, not everyone knows where they're going when they're going there. I just decided to come see you.
Little Jake always one for the excuses, but never mind. You've brought me my rider of dreams, I see.
Yeah, right. Fatty Mama, this is Whitey Liver. Whitey Liver, this is Fatty.
I am perfectly capable of introducing myself, and I know who this boy be. As for me, I am Fatty Mama, mistress of the sands of time, she who can stare the future into the eye until it blinks first. And I make a mean frog liver stew. Come here, boy. Let Mama look at you. Oh, but you're feeding me, boy. There ain't nothing but trembles and bones to you. Now, why have you taken this long to see, Mama, huh?
I didn't know I was...
I know. You didn't know you were headed this way until you got here, of course. You unsighted folk are so boring, all bumbling about one minute to the next, never knowing where you're going. It's a wonder you ever get anywhere at all. Now, what is it that I can do for you? Oh, but of course, that is a joke, of course. I know why you're here and what you seek. It is that lovely lady you're looking for. Sweet Marie, by name.
You know her?
No. Yes, you do. Now, I would ask what I can do for you, but I already know that, so why waste time? You want to know how you can find this love of yours.
Yes, I want to...
But, boy, did I not just tell you I know why you're here and what you want? Don't waste time, child. Now, you love this lady, yes?
Yes.
But you ain't sure if she be real, yes?
Yes.
And you ain't sure if she's real, and if she is real, that she ain't already dead.
Yes, in fact, I'm...
Not sure if this isn't the land of the dead itself, yes?
Yes.
So you feel love in your heart for a woman you may never have met at all, and who, if you have met her, may not even be alive should you find her, and you don't even know if you are walking in the right direction, yes?
That is correct, yes.
Good. Then it is time for Fatty Mama to help you.
You can tell me which way to go?
No, but I can me tell you what she will find once you get there.
Fatty Mama stretches and prepares herself for some magicking.
Well, there you have it.
Have what?
You blind boy.
Apparently.
All right. I shall explain. First, you must beware there's trouble in the heart that knows its place. Second, be afraid. If you close your eyes and lose your heart, you keep them open, you lose your life. Third, don't cry too long, for tears are weighty. Fourth, you'll find it when you stop caring, and not a moment before. And there you go.
Oh, thank you. That's very... Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I still have no idea what just happened.
Not to worry. You will.
If you forgive me, ma'am, I'm not sure how that helps me find my way to Sweet Marie.
It doesn't. But this will.
A small white light floats up from her lips and hovers in the air.
There. Now you have your very own wish light.
A wish light?
Well, spell me, child, you are slow. It's a wish light. All you have to do is keep your eye on it, and it will lead you where you need to go. But don't you look away, not once. If no one is looking at a wish light, it goes out, never to be lit again. You and your Jake be sure to take turns blinking, or you lose it right away.
The wish light zips and twirls and begins to float off stage.
There it goes, boys. Just be on your way. Well, Jake, my little Jake. I'm here a moment.
Nothing to speak of, nothing at all. Let's be off.
Pelican Jake and the Dreamwriter appear as shadow puppets, chasing after the wishlight. Behind them, the world begins to glow a bit darker and more sinister. Strange and frightening shapes take from around them. Pelican Jake waves them away each time with his cutlass, while the Dreamwriter keeps his eyes always on the wishlight. The wishlight appears on stage, followed by the two travelers. The light is dim around them as the twilight is approaching. Pelican Jake halts and stops to sniff the air.
What is it?
Darkness has come before it is due.
How can that be?
The night can grow impatient, just like you or I, and if the sun ain't upon her game, night will sneak in before her time.
It is truly dark now.
And that be bad news for us.
What? Is the fearless pirate Pelican Jake afraid of a little darkness?
It isn't the darkness Pelican Jake be afraid of. It be the light.
Right on cue, haunting glows appear from behind them. Pelican Jake turns to look. When his eyes are back on the light, the Dreamlighter turns.
Oh no. It's her.
Aye.
It's all right if we hide our eyes. If she'll pass by, all we have to do is close.
He looks at the wishlight.
Oh no. Oh no. If you close your eyes, you lose your heart. If you keep them open, you lose your life.
Well, blast it all.
What are you doing?
Shut up and get a move on, you fool! I ain't afraid to look a woman in the eye.
Wait, what do you mean? No. No, you can't be serious. What do you think you'll be able to do with that, Jake? No, you can't. She will kill you.
Yes, I suppose she will.
Oh, Jake, you idiot. What do you think you're doing?
I'm doing what I was told to. Making sure you get to that lovely wench of yours all in one piece. Go on.
Jake.
Shut your lady lips. I don't want the last thing I hear to be your lipsy laments.
Don't do this. Don't do this for me, Jake.
You. This isn't for you. It's for her. My lady in the water. My Maud. She'd leave me if I let you get lost in the lantern light. She'd leave me if you didn't find that sweet Murray of yours. And that would be my end. Better to die here with a sword in my hand than to live with no heart in my chest. Now go!
Jake!
Go!
No!
All right. You great and shiny wench. Have at you! Mud!
Lights up on the lonely forest. No birds sing here. No squirrels flit from tree to tree. It is a silent place and terribly sad. The wishlight flutters on stage.
Just keep going. Keep going. Oh, Jake. No. Keep going.
His foot catches on a root and he falls flat on his face. With no one looking at it, the wishlight goes away with a small poof.
No, 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 no! Come back! Come back! Curse you! It wasn't my fault. I tried. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't. Oh, Pelican Jake. Oh, Maud waiting on your rock. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Where are you going?
Where are you
Going.
Who's there?
Who is always here? Me.
Me.
Me. The lonely forest.
Lonely.
Lonely.
You're the forest. I don't understand.
I am the forest. Why were you crying?
I failed a friend.
Failed. Failed.
Yes. He laid down his life so I could find the woman I love. I lost her. And I'm not even sure she's real at all. He died for me, and I'm not even sure it was worth it.
And that is why you cry.
Yes.
I liked it better when you cried. Now that you have stopped, you are going away.
When you cried, you would not move.
Move.
Do not move.
Do not go away.
I am lonely.
Lonely, lonely.
I'm sorry you are lonely. I am. I don't know what it is to be a forest. But I know what it is to be alone. To feel hollow. To feel empty.
Empty.
Yes,
Empty.
hollow.
Alone.
It is a sad affair that the whole forest should be so alone. I can't stay. I have to go on.
Why?
I have to find Sweet Marie. More than ever before. She may not be real, but Pelican Jake died so that I can find her, so I have to try.
But you don't know your way?
No. I have to try anyway.
Is it Sweet Marie you seek?
Yes. Why?
She never hurried away.
She spent her time among my tree trunks and roots well.
Dancing in dusty sunlight.
Picking flowers.
When there still were flowers.
She spent her time well.
She was here?
Long ago, yes.
Long ago, she would come here to dance, to sing. Her voice was deep, not as sweet as birds, but beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful all the same.
Yes. I remember her voice. I remember it. She would come to my window and sing me to sleep on nights when my brain was too busy to rest. I remember just being able to make out her silhouette against the sky and her voice. I remember it. Please, Forrest, please tell me, when did she last walk upon your ground?
Snows and snows ago, she would come barefoot,
Always.
even in the snow.
Which direction did she come from? Please tell me.
If I tell you, you will go.
Yes.
No one comes to the forests anymore. There they go, Buzz.
Buzz.
Buzzing out their silly little lives, never stopping to take in the forests anymore. I wonder if anyone even likes trees anymore. It's sad.
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 I'm sorry. And I would love to stay, I would. But now you have to understand that I have to find her. Too much has been lost for me not to try. Please, please tell me what you know.
You little humans flirting about on your spindly roots. You all look the same in the lonely forest. The same.
You set your hearts on one thing and you let everything else fall away. Those hearts who know their place.
They don't beat strong enough. Or they beat too strong.
Beware the heart that knows its place.
Yes. I will tell you what you need to know, but first listen to me, little human. If you go for the sweet one, if you follow where I point, you may lose yourself.
And then you will never walk in my quiet forest. And that would make me sad.
So sad.
Will you listen?
Will you tell me where she is?
Yes.
Then I will listen.
Oh, small one. Tiny one. There are always humans who reach too far.
Humans who want too hard for things they can never have. Like Iria.
The lady of the sky.
The winged woman.
She was the most clever inventor of her day. Every night and every day she came walking through my woods and breathing in my air while she thought of wonderful things.
Marvelous things. Things that hit.
Things that whirred
Things that went.
Bump.
and banged.
Shoo! Things that whistled.
She made such beautiful things. Toys for children, tools for workmen. So many beautiful things. But she was always looking at the sky. She would lay against my roots and look up through my leaves, always at the sky, where the sparrows
And the swallows.
made their lazy loops and the clouds scudded by so slow.
Always at the sky. She longed for the sky so much that the ground beneath her feet became a burden. The pine needles,
The
The
pavement.
leaves.
all hurt her to walk upon. She stopped all of her work one day. She had been working on a most wonderful invention, a thing too marvelous to name, and she just stopped working on it. She stopped coming to my woods altogether.
I wept my leaves for her, my missing her, my losing her. But it was no good. She didn't come back. Until one day, she reappeared, walking up the hill with a strange cloak on her shoulders. She was thinner, smaller, and though it had only been 100 nights since I had seen her, her hair had gone gray.
But her eyes were full and glowing. She walked to the top of my highest hill and unrolled her cloak and spread her arms.
Wings. She had built herself the most beautiful wings.
Wings that stretched so wide they split the air into...
She stood there and raised them high into the air and smiled a smile I had never seen before.
And there she stayed.
She didn't fly.
Of course she didn't.
She was a human.
Flying is for sparrows.
But there she stayed, arms spread wide in the wind, smiling and smiling and smiling away, until she faded
And faded.
And faded.
and wasted away.
Humans are always hunting for things, always hurrying about and
Searching.
searching.
Never happy with what they have. Always looking at what is a stem's reach beyond their fingertips. I do so pity those who find what they are looking for.
You will find her that way. The city lies just beyond the reach of my furthest route. Just outside the city is a place for lost dreams. There is a man there who knows every word ever spoken, but not what order to speak them in.
He is alone there, save for the stories he keeps. Tell him what you are looking for.
He will help you.
Thank you. Thank you ever so. And when my journey is done, I'll come back here if I can. And hopefully I won't be alone.
Beware the heart that knows its place, writer of dreams. If you look for her,
You run the risk of finding her. Poor human, you will not walk again in my forest.
Will you?
no,
No,
you will not.
No. Poor human.
An elaborate sign proclaims the entrance to the City of Silence. Just to the side of the sign stands a person, a giant person, and in the strangest oddities of mishmash clothing, scarves and fine silk wools, overcoats, fancy hats. There are so many fancy things that the learned man, for that is which who this is, looks shabby despite his fineries. He's sitting beside a smaller sign that reads, Library/Museum/ Warehouse of Forgotten Dreams. The Dreamwriter enters, still a sadder version of the man we know, but resolute and determined now.
Excuse me, sir. Is this the place for lost dreams?
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
I hate when for take best, and under left right is no more apples.
Oh, right. Well, you're the one who knows every word spoken, correct?
With grown-up noodle tonic sticker.
Right. So this is the place.
Then why no for going most? Squirrel sucker butter pick, well better bunga gum. Tea?
No, thank you.
Word with his for why had be. At this, and she had tell been there come get first.
Yes, well, you see, I'm looking for a lady. A lady by the name of, well, I'm just talking to a forest, and you see, after losing a wish light, and the forest said, look, I don't even know where I am half the time, and listen, I need your help.
Big talker.
Sweet Marie. Her name is Sweet Marie. Would you know where she is?
Won't get much out of that one.
You.
Tick tally spot fumble.
No, don't bother, little human. Don't bother. Your map has seen to my punishment enough.
What happened to you?
All manner of things, I'd say.
Oh my goodness, you're bleeding.
Of course I'm bleeding, little human. What, did you think I was play acting?
Tinker such enough cards, Twinkies.
Please, you Tower of Babel, spare my lovely ears and stay out of this. Yes, human, that map of yours did me a right good job indeed.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh, it showed me precisely how to find what I was looking for, and the fastest way to it. Of course, the fastest way isn't always the safest one. I lost my hat to an angry bush, and my jacket to a fish monster, along with half the map. But I found it.
Found what?
What I was looking for. Haven't you been paying attention? I found it. And it was all that I dreamed. But once I had it, it grew heavy. Too heavy to carry. And as I dragged it, it got heavier and heavier. And I got slower and slower. And soon, everyone was wanting what I had. They came chasing after me, and I kept going slower and slower until they caught me. In any case, they took my prize and left me like this. Oh, would you look at the state of my tail?
You shouldn't worry about that. You're lucky to be alive with a hole like that in your side.
Lucky? I look like a tramp! What have I got to feel lucky about? Well, I certainly wasn't expecting to see you here. I came here because I needed rest, and the City of Silence is supposed to be the one place no one will bother you with useless conversation. Or so I thought. What brings you here, little human?
Oh, so many things. I fought with the pirate and I lost. I argued with the mermaid and won. I traveled with the pirate, had my fortune told. I almost made friends with the pirate, but then I lost him. And then I failed him. And then I met a lonely forest. And I couldn't comfort it. That sent me here, where I'm still searching for a woman I'm not even ever sure I even knew.
Look here. I still have half of the map. I don't know what good it will do you, but you can see all the good it did me. Anyway, here.
Oh, cat! Fox! You have no idea. Here, look! I have the other half.
Oh, bully for you.
Well, I suppose I can't use it right now anyway. I was only following a hunch with it after all. And the Lonely Forest said that this gentleman here can actually tell me where Sweet Marie is.
Oh, well, that's good for him, but have you gotten a straight word out of him yet?
Let's hear it.
No.
Thought not. As far as I can tell, the fool has a love for words, but has no idea what order to put them in. He's so jumbled up he could be saying words he meant to say years ago. Good luck trying to get a straight word out of him.
Winter pockmarked daisy chains got pony-suited smarmy.
Oh, I'm sure that was supposed to be an insult, alas, my feelings remain unhurt. Oh, do tell!
That's enough. Stop teasing him. The Lonely Forest said he could help me, and I believe he can. I'm just, not sure how. Do you know what this place is supposed to be?
I know as much as you do. That this is the place where dreams go when dreamers don't dream them. This gentleman is supposed to be the groundskeeper, or so I think. But I've seen a couple stories running about.
Some what?
Stories. What are you, dim? Stories. You expect to see a couple of them in like a place like this.
You're not making any sense. Though why that should surprise me at this point, I have no idea. Excuse me, sir.
Johnson.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yes, well, I'm looking for a lady, you see.
Crockpot. Very unaware for a system, as with Pumpernickel. She sends Axelli storage, secretary.
Storage?
Nail.
But she's in storage.
Nail.
I tell you, the man is speaking nonsense. You're simply hearing what you want to hear.
Now, that may be the case, but it's the best shot I got. The Sweet Marie is in storage. Can you bring her out for me?
Nail. Head hit her with a baby bath.
There. What did I tell you? Stories.
All right. I'll just wait here then.
And that's my cue.
Well, thank you too.
Oh, look here, human. You don't know where he's going. For all you know, he could have just said, "Very well, I shall fetch the cheese plate." And he and his strange little story friends could be fixing a delicious picnic for you all to share. The point is, you're hanging your hopes on nonsense, and I, practical creature that I am taking my leave before that cad comes back and fills my ears with pointless drivel. If I'm to survive this, I need a bit of peace. And quiet. Because a fox is right.
But you're in no shape to be going anywhere.
Human, I am never in any shape to do most of the things that I do, but I do them anyway. I am a fox. Well, human, may you not die.
Keep it. We've got some healing to do. And if we're ever to meet again, you can give it back to me then. Good luck, little human.
Rosemary walks through the air over the audience.
isn't it? Oh, well, how do you like that? Here I've been looking in and out of every mirror for myself, through every shop window and under every pond, and I've been right here in that box the whole time. Oh, hello there. Where are my manners? The name is Sweet Marie, the grandest dancer in the old town. So very glad to meet you. I don't suppose you might know where I am, would you? I never really seem to know one moment to the next where I'll be. Would you know by any chance? Well, what's your name? My name is Sweet Marie, but I've said that already, haven't I? Well, what can I say? Being in a box does cloud one's head, I suppose. Yes, well, perhaps you can help me. You see, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here. Well, perhaps I do know, and I just don't want to tell you. Oh, excuse me, that was a terribly mysterious and silly thing to say, but you see, I'm not entirely sure what I'm saying half the time. I know. I could do a dance for you. Would you like that? Well, whether you would or not, I do feel like dancing. Oh. Oh, my word. It's him. It's him, isn't it? Isn't that a curious thing? Well, he certainly seems real, doesn't he? Perhaps I should wake him. No, I suppose not. It's too soon. He's not ready yet. Don't be cross with me, my dears. I'd love to wake him and speak with him and dance with him, but it's too soon, and that's not how this story goes. Drat, you'll have to wait a little while longer. Well, I suppose I shouldn't leave him with nothing. I'll leave him with this. And this. Well, goodbye, my dears, until we meet again.
No. She was here.
Lights up on the city of silence. It is a lovely city with crowded streets, represented by people and puppets of varying size, arranged toward the vanishing point. Yet everyone on the street is silent and motionless. Sweet Marie appears, a puppet version of herself, skipping silently through the motionless people around her. The Dreamwriter, also a puppet again, tumbles on stage, and always behind her. He catches a glimpse of her and tries to catch up and calls her name, but he is in the city of silence after all. They drudge and weave round corners and behind the silent city folk. Sweet Marie always staying just out of reach. Lights up on the petrified forest with a small herb garden. The place looks more like a cemetery than a petrified forest, with these petrified trees looking eerily like tombstones.
Well, how do you like that? Thank you, Professor Mephisto Feeblefletzer. And that got me to the blasted herb garden at last, but wait! What's that? Sweet Marie, is she here? Strike me silly. No, she isn't. She's not here at all. She ran from me. And after all of this, I found her. And she ran from me.
He takes a fistful of earth in his hands and lets it run through his fingers.
Well, Pelican Jake, old friend, you threw your lot in with the wrong man. I wish I could say more than that. And I'm sorry, but even for a writer, sometimes that's the only words left to say. And Sweet Marie, good night.
Rough trip.
I'd have known you'd show up.
Might have known. You haven't been having fun, I take it.
Fun? No. No fun, not so much. What more?
Haven't we been over this? I am the ringleader, Raucous and Red, at your service.
Why did you come to my study and turn my head inside out?
Because I'm the Raucous Red ringleader. That's what I do.
Of course. Well, I suppose I can't blame you. You chose to come here.
Quite right.
But, damn it, what's the point? I mean, I've lost things. Pride, sanity, a friend, and I've gained nothing. What is the bloody point?
Point! There's no point. You wanted something, you went looking for it, you didn't find it. Or, well, you did, and then you lost it for good. There's no point, Dreamwriter.
No point. Of course. Of course there's no point.
You know she's still out there.
So what if she is?
Well, you can't give up now.
Why can't I?
Because, well, what happens to dreams when dreamers no longer dream them? You have to keep looking for her, otherwise she'll be nothing but footprints on the beach in no time.
So what? She doesn't want me. She ran, and if she's a dream, she doesn't want me to dream her anymore.
You stopped caring.
What else can I do?
And I suppose this is yours.
What is this?
You'll find it when you stop caring, and not the moment before.
This is her, isn't it? No, it's not my place. She doesn't want to be found, but right. Do I have to find her?
And nonsense, I was fighting you!
He gave the fight his very best and bared the contents of his narrow chest. But sometimes fate will not allow the fulfillment of our solemn vows. And, well, I suppose we should say farewell to our lonely hero and his private hell.
That's it!
I'm not sure I know what you mean. Come now, let's not make a scene.
Enough with your silly rhymes. You're taking the easy way out, and you know it.
I don't have to listen to you. Excuse me, I have things to do.
Do you? Do you really? Because it seems to me that this one takes the #1 spot, as far as I can see. Here, how about this? Just stop your story keeping for a little while and just watch, huh? No rhymes, no wise words, just watch. I think you'll like what comes next. Here, come on. Just sit down, sit right here on your hands, sit, and observe.
That eerie glow that we are all way too familiar with appears in the distance.
The lady approaches.
So she does.
Are you going to run?
No. No, I'm not.
Are you going to hide?
No. I don't think I will.
She'll be the end of you.
And maybe that's for the best. She was good enough for Pelican Jake, and she's good enough for me. What have I got to go back to? My empty study, full of empty words? Besides, this could all be a dream anyway. And perhaps I'll just wake up all alone again.
And if it's not,
Then I'm already in the world of the dead, and dying is just... Oh, what does it matter?
it'll hurt.
Go under me.
It'll hurt. Oh, it'll hurt a lot.
I'm right.
Rejoice, for we've but moments to live. Yo ho!
What did you do that
What? Do what?
for? Throw me to the ground like that. Why?
I did nothing of the
Of
sort.
course you did. I was obviously tackled, and you and I are the only ones here.
Oh, are we now?
Look here, creature. I am tired of your little tricks. I am just tired in general. No more, do you hear me? No more!
If I open this box by its little lid, I'm not sure I'll be glad I did. But here it is, and here am I guess now let's just do like I. But should I see what is inside? I'm afraid I don't have a rhyme for that one. I'll let it rhyme. Oh dear. Well, here goes.
Hello.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm your storekeeper.
But who are you?
I don't.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
It's you.
Yes. No. Yes and no.
But you're her. You're Sweet Marie,
Yes.
the grandest dancer in the old town. You were in a box.
Part of me was. Part of me wasn't.
I'm confused.
So am I. Or I was. I think I'm starting to understand better now.
And who are you? You the woman who smelled of rosemary? Who sang at my window when I couldn't sleep? Who danced for all the old men in the dusty square?
Yes.
Then who is this in the dark clothes with the puppet in her hands?
She had the voice of 6 songbirds. Yes, that's me, isn't it? Oh, my wonderful dreamer. How you remember me. Yes, I was that woman who sang beneath your window, who spent her days dancing for the old boys on the stoop. The greatest dancer in the old town. And I was the best storyteller, too. And you were my best story.
What?
You are a writer, my love, with cobwebs in your brain. All that you remembered of me went away, forgotten dreams you put in that box, held nothing more than sweet. That's a charming tale, but I was more than that, my love. I was a storyteller, and you were my story.
I don't understand.
What's not to understand? While you were busy telling my story, I was busy telling yours.
What?
You're the serpent, Dreamwriter. You and I, a snug ring round the heart of the world, storyteller and story, a monster always eating its own tail.
Then is any of this real?
Yes. Well, you're only as real as I am.
And are you real?
Who am I to you?
I don't remember anything.
Dreamer, that's not the point. How did we first meet? Come now, you're a storyteller, my writer of dreams. Dream one up for me. Who am I?
Sweet Maria.
Really? Is that who I am? No, my dreamer. That's just something dreamed up by your puzzle piece. Tell me, my dreamer, how did we meet?
We met in daylight.
Yes,
And I had been crying, and you asked me, what makes you cry, sir?
What did you say?
I said, I don't know. And your hair was damp and unkempt, and your feet, they were dirty from dancing. Oh, you had been dancing in the street.
Did I smell of rosemary?
No. You smelled of sweat and earth, of unwashed hair. You smelled of life, but your hair was... Your hair was red.
Yes, it was. Yes, it is. What did I tell you then?
You told me nothing. You just touched my hand, that was all.
That was all.
You died, didn't you? Is this the land of dreams? Or the world of the dead?
Fair difference. Never quite got that one sorted out.
Will I go back to the world I came from?
I suppose so.
Well, will you come back with me?
No. No, my dream.
Why not?
That isn't how the story ends.
Why isn't it? I have given so much to find you. My friend died. I lost almost everything. If you're real, as you say, why can't you come back with me? This isn't fair. Why won't you?
My time is done there. Your world is no longer mine. It doesn't matter if I died or just changed stories. I can't go back. But that's as it is, my dreamer. I belong where you can dream of me, not where you can touch me.
You are right.
I'm a storyteller, my love, just like you.
Then will you please stop haunting me?
The only one doing the haunting here is you. All the answers are here, my love. Right here from the mouth of the lady herself. I can't go back with you, and you know why. But at least I can give you a proper goodbye.
The Dreamwriter is back at his desk, not asleep, but not really awake either. The space is now lit by a small, glowing jar that we haven't noticed before. His giant quill is back in his hand. His skull paperweight is by his side. Everything is as it was, except him. We know he has changed. He starts back to full consciousness and looks around. He doesn't seem fully surprised to see himself back in his study, only a little sad. He gets up from his desk to go, but stops himself. He returns to his paper and writes something down. On the wall behind him appears not words, but a single heart. The Dreamwriter looks at his skull paperweight. It seems familiar. He smiles and adds a second heart. He pats the paperweight on the head and exits the stage. The skull is left alone in a dim pool of warm light. Fade out. End of play.